fucked up.
Yeah, that's where the society's going. That's essentially what Mr. Beast is. Thank you, Gabe Williams, for the $10 super chat. It says, God bless, boys. Really appreciate that, bro. But you see, that's why I sat there and watched.
You have beef with MrBeast?
Yes.
Well, okay, tell me about that. Because
he's like number 4 on my list of potential antichrists.
Tell me about this, because I'll tell you what I see when I see MrBeast, and I am totally willing to change my perspective. I am not adamant about this position, but I want to tell you where I'm at now, and I'm liable to be in a completely different place in 5 minutes after you explain yourself, okay? So I come from a background that is not political. People know me in this space as political because, I started a podcast in 2021. I did InfoWars for 2.5 years, and now I'm doing this. They see me as like, I don't know, some kind of like C-list, D-list, E-list political influencer, right? But before that, I was a social media marketer. I started my own business in 2016. I was like one of the top 1% of people on Fiverr that was doing business. During the pandemic, I did like $500,000 in business on Fiverr. It was fucking insane. And so I was someone who was not political, that was reading the Tim Ferriss books like Tools of Titans. I was reading the Peter Thiel books like 0 to 1 as like a small business owner trying to learn how to become a better CEO, a better entrepreneur. So I wasn't looking at a Peter Thiel as a political figure or a transhumanist. I was looking at Peter Thiel like, holy shit, this guy's so successful. I'm going to read his book about how to go 0 to 1. And the book was good. It was written by Blake Masters, but it was good, right? So when I look at MrBeast, I see this kid who just desperately wanted to be a YouTube influencer, tried and failed for like a year, 2 years, 3 years, started to pick up. I see like the American dream rags to riches story. Started with nothing. Now he's got dozens upon, and he did brilliant shit. He figured out that, hey, if he duplicated his channel and made a Spanish version, then he could reach way more of a market. Like every step of the way, he's made the right business decision, right?
Si, senor.
But I hear people say that there's something like there was some controversy with a transgender employee that he had. Mm-hmm. I hear people criticize him for helping blind people or like. Riddle me this: do people hate MrBeast because there's actually a problem with MrBeast, or are people inclined to criticize MrBeast just because he's so successful?
Both.
Okay, what's going on?
Two things can be true at once.
Okay, tell me what's going on.
MrBeast is the end result of what reality television introduced. Reality television was people competing for a prize to sacrifice their dignity.
Like Survivor, Betray Your Friend.
Remember where you eat the weird shit with Joe Rogan?
Yeah, that was what was that called?
I forgot what it was called.
Hold on, we got to figure this out. Joe Rogan was the host of Fear Factor.
Fear Factor, that's what it was.
Yeah, eat a donkey dick raw.
So as we go into austerity, as your purchasing power goes down, as your standards of living drop, we are going to transition to a sacrifice economy. And the first thing that they could sacrifice when times were good was your dignity. But this is going to go with
women sacrifice their morality. They sell
morality.
their bodies.
Men sacrifice their dignity. Yeah. All to get that grand prize that'll change your life, right? That carrot that's dangled in front of you. Where we're going.
Well, they won't even do it for a grand prize. They'll do it for a fucking meal.
They'll do it
if it gets bad enough.
Well, this is where I'm getting to. As we're placed into austerity, where you'll own nothing and you won't even fucking be happy. There's going to be smart cities. Your travel's going to be restricted. Your earning capacity is going to be restricted, and they're going to scale this sacrifice economy to the point where it'll be the Hunger Games. You'll live or you'll die. It'll be the ultimate form of reality television.
You are going to circle back to why this ties into MrBeast,
yes,
right? Okay.
MrBeast with the game, like you've seen the TV deal he landed with Amazon.
So, like, for example, for those who don't know, MrBeast would do he does tons of viral videos. Mm-hmm. An example of one that he would do is he would rent out a gymnasium for however many weeks, right? He would draw a giant red circle in the gymnasium. He'd put 100 people in the red circle.
Can't leave the circle.
And he'd say the last person in the circle gets this Ferrari plus $1 million, right?
Yes.
And he'd give them water and food and like a bag to piss in or whatever. But for days, people will stay in the circle. Weeks, people will stay in the circle. And it's viral content because people are like, holy shit, like, how long is the longest person going to last, right? That's the type of content that he makes, where people are like, they're doing these extremely crazy things for this prize. That's what you're talking about, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So
that example isn't really a dignity one, but there might be others that are.
Oh, that's 100% a dignity one, because they go through the whole range of human behavior, betrayal, honorable sacrifice. Like, he deserves it more than me, and then they leave the.
Yeah.
They're Why would they put so much money into Hunger Games? Netflix has picked it up. They're still going with
Well,
it today.
hold on. They put money into Hunger Games because the books were bestsellers. And if a book is a best-selling fiction, then it's like it's ripe for the picking. Same with Harry Potter.
Why would they produce Squid Games?
Okay, that's a good question. Do you think Squid Games is inspired by MrBeast? Like, what if we took MrBeast's concept and we just made it more insane?
I think that this concept was an underlying concept that they had a incentive to promote. And this started with reality television. It's why they even picked
it
up
goes all the
Hunger
way
Games.
back to the Gladiators,
It's why-
though. The Gladiators are the same
Yes.
shit.
It's a-
fight or die, motherfucker.
It's bread and circus. It's a sacrifice economy. And it becomes more relevant as your life gets worse. And you become more and more. Did you see?
So you don't think that people would be interested in MrBeast content if like things were going really well in the United States?
I think that the algorithm can pick and choose whatever it chooses to promote, and it would do well.
So you think he's promoting it because he's malevolent? I think he's just doing it because it works and it's entertaining.
Oh, it works all right, and there's elements of that are true.
And
but-
he's tried to counterbalance it by like doing really good things and donating. And,
yeah,
like,
and he
help-
always does it in front of a camera.
I understand that you're supposed to, quietly do these good
Yeah.
things, but like I don't know.
Dude, I don't trust that motherfucker.
I'm not saying I trust him. I don't know him. I'm just not convinced that he's inherent. Like there's something inherently wrong
I don't
with
think
him.
that he. I think he tapped into a thread and realized that this is the type of content that's going to be promoted, where people debase themselves and go at each other and exhibit the worst in humanity for a grand prize. And I think reality television knew about this, and that this whole thing was something that was planned. And this is obviously my opinion and my conspiracy theory. But you can see where things are going with the smart cities. You can see how things are going with the whole district system being actual real life. Like Hunger Games didn't come up with that, where you stay in your district, you work in your district.
The Soviets came up with that.
Yeah, that this has been an underlying thread in the UN central planning for a very long time. So that's why I don't trust MrBeast. That's why I don't like content like that promotes the worst in humanity, because I see where this is fucking going.
Watch this. Let's watch this.
Crazy. And I mean, one thing that I'm really proud of that we did for season 3 of Beast Games, which I like in hindsight, I'm not even sure how we pulled off. So I want to see your reaction to this.
Okay.
So basically the finale where we have the $5 million, we have the final contestants. We filmed it in the Roman Colosseum.
Whoa.
Yeah, we crowned the winner of season 3 with the $5 million cash prize in the middle of the Roman Coliseum. played the first game there in over 1,000 years.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
No, I'm so
that's
grateful.
crazy.
I like we just filmed that too, so I'm like coming off the high, and I just like it almost makes gives me tears. Like what we shot was so cool. We had like a live orchestra at like the top ring up there too. So like as the
Why does it bother people so much? Like obviously doing games in the Coliseum is morbid. I think that's bizarre. It's a place where a lot of innocent people died, Christians died, and just,
Yeah.
I issue with that, but I don't have an issue with him making a video of 100 people standing in a circle in a gym to see which one stays in the longest.
It's not where this type of thinking starts. It's where it ends up.